I'm Todd Grisham, and what a stunning venue. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. And here with me, my broadcast colleague, it's Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Roy Jones Jr. weighing in at 78.9 kilos. He's 180 centimeters tall with a reach of 188. And he'll be facing Dmitry Bivol. He's 183 centimeters tall, which matches his reach, which is also 183 centimeters.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
It's Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest of all time. Pensacola's finest, an undisputed champion at 4 different weight classes. It's Dmitry.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, from Pensacola, Florida, here is a middleweight.
Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
If you know you can fight, you don't need a crowd, you don't need anything apart from that opponent in the opposite corner.
We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Oh, he took that jab well. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Oh, that jab's starting to mark him up. Through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
How about that tying counter shot? Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter. And the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get...
And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything worked. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
To beat a counter-puncher, you've got to take them out of their pace. Do not wait for them, because if you wait, they'll pepper and pop you all night long. Rush them.
And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched. skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
One moment changes everything, especially in this division. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Roy Jones in that last round. And a round that seemed... The bell rings and we start the third. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A perfect counter shot. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter puncher smart.
Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? And now Dimitri Bivol is dazed. Dimitri Bivol just got knocked down. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
Shot. 1, 2, 3, 4. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back up on their feet, but I'm not sure why.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be...
They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Bivol in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
Relax. Good man, good man. Just saying it. Get your boxing back together. Put him back in his place. Relax now. I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking there for one side. It was a terrible round, that was. Come on. You've let him back into the fight. You're much better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league. Come on, switch it.
Here we go to the fourth round. They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Neither fighter willing to slow down. Good counter punch. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. Didn't wait too long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Yes.
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Can you believe it? Roy Jones Jr. is on the back foot now. Well, Looks like they've shaken it off.
Defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Still waiting for this fighter to show some defensive ability. Back and forth they go. They exchange punches. Good counter punch. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made look so easy.
Yes, I like that.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Got caught with the left uppercut, and now he is rocked. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Misses with the right uppercut. Both fighters landing in these exchanges. Judge is going to have a tough job.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. You've got to relax.
And down goes Jones Jr. I don't care how good your chin is, a punch like that, and you're going down.
That's like...
1, 2, 3, 4.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
I love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Here we go in the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Straight right just misses. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. How did they not go down?
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Swinging big and... Oh, wait a minute! Oh, Bevo now, stumbling and bumbling. What a blow to the head there. Let's see it again on instant replay.
Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
They're on their feet, but is this the beginning of the end?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice defense there to stop the right hook. The straight right just misses. Final 10 seconds here in the corner. Hold that thought! We've never seen B-Ball hurt quite like this. What's going to happen? Let's talk about B-Ball in that last round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial considering the knockdown we just witnessed. Here we go. It's round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
Oh, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. Roy Jones Jr., believe it or not, may want to take a knee here. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
I can't believe we're only halfway through the round.
A very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Roy Jones Jr. in trouble. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
A shot from the gods took him out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's. Round 8, and we're off again. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
They block that jab. Nice job blocking the hook. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
They exchange punches. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Good duck, stick, and move there, though. Very close last round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
There's a lot on the line here.
Just be smart. Get your shots off and don't give him a nice round. Good round. I like that, Tamaki. Stay focused. Listen, don't worry about it.
Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. That 1-minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you've hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Oh, what a shot! Dimitri Bivol in some serious trouble here. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Step back, compose yourself, compose the pace, then move, then step it up a little bit. Because if you're getting caught like that beginning, you'll get caught a lot more at the end.
A real good back and forth between these two fighters.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. You don't want to trade shots. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Roy Jones in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fight. And there's the bell to start round 10. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you've cheated, now we're going to find out.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still... Hold it right there! Dimitri Bivol now! He's in some trouble! He's got to find a way out! He caught him with that body shot, and it froze him in his tracks. Look at this again.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So this fight will continue, but how can they get back into this bout?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
That hook just can't find the target. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. The judges have spoken a unanimous...